Hey everyone, welcome back to the Bronze Grade Podcast, where we talk about anything gaming related throughout the week. We weren't here last week, I was a little under the weather, but this is going to be episode 60. And today I'm joined by Lawrence and Jackie. How are you guys?
Good, good,
I'm
good.
good. Got
Yeah,
some
no,
good
that's
gaming in
good.
this week.
Now, you guys do anything for the past 2 weeks that I've been quote unquote incapacitated?
How incapacitated were you?
Well, last like 2 weeks ago, it was like very raining and stuff, right? Like it was cold, warm, raining, cold, warm, raining, literally in that combo succession. And I don't know, might have caught something or whatever. And then like Friday kind of felt like shit. I was talking to Lawrence a little bit and I kind of turned in early. And then
Uh-huh,
like,
uh-huh.
yeah, I woke up Saturday and I was like, oh, nice. I'm burning. And
Whoa.
then I just pretty much slept the whole day. I woke up once to like drink some soup and then went back to bed. And then another time to go take a shower, and I just went right back to bed. Pretty much slept like all day Saturday. Didn't do anything. I read some manga when I like had energy to, and then I just passed back out. And then Sunday was
Very
okay, but
nice.
yeah, it was weird. It was like I don't know. I think it was a flu, but I have no idea what the fuck it was, honestly.
Did you
So
see did you see a doctor or did you just tough it out?
no, I rarely see doctors when I feel like that. I only
Okay.
really go if like there's something that I can't get rid of, like coughing or I can't breathe or something like that. But no,
Uh-huh.
it was bearable. I was just really tired.
Sure.
Yeah, just also annoying, but it is what it is.
Yep.
What did you end up doing, Jackie, for for the 2 weeks?
Let's see here. I actually got some very productive gaming in. Let's see here. I played a good amount of Replaced. I played Pragmata. And I continued playing and getting further in Rogue Trader. So yeah, I got some pretty good gaming in. I was doing like a couple hours a night. I stayed up though playing it, and then the next day I got really tired. Didn't want to work, but
Nice.
went to work anyways. Yep. Um, and then wait, why did we? Wait, was it because you were sick that we didn't do anything last week? It was, right?
Yep,
Okay.
Yeah,
yep.
mostly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you, Lawrence?
Lawrence,
What have you been
what did
up
you
to?
do?
No, nothing. It's the usual work. First descendant, sleep.
Nice,
Did you
nice.
end up acquiring the Resident Evil series, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
So I,
okay.
I
So it's
am
okay. So it's just
hoping
sitting
to
there.
actually
Okay.
do that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I have not started playing. Actually, I did start up. I started setting up two of them. I like
Hmm.
installing them just to test it out. And yeah,
Do
the
you
controls are weird.
Yeah, but
Like
do you
the
mind
yeah,
They're tank
playing
controls.
games that have like dated graphics and stuff?
I don't mind. I like within the past year or so, I just
Yeah.
played the Switch old catalog, like the classic console catalog,
Hmm.
like Mario 64 and all that. It's fine. I have no problem with that.
Because yeah, I mean, if you compare it with the newer Resident Evil remakes, right? That's a huge difference. I don't think I
And
can go
yeah, I
back.
mean
I don't think I
that's
can go
kind of the
back.
point.
Yeah, but I don't think I can go back to play those old games after playing the remakes.
Yeah, I don't mind. I have no problem with playing the older ones. Like I think I might have problems playing this stuff before NES, just
Hmm.
because there's like not much going on in
Yep.
terms of a lot of the games. But aside from that, I don't see myself having issues.
Oh.
My biggest issue,
Uh-huh.
like when I start the games, is that for some reason the ports I think they only ported the controls to like a computer setting, so it's weird because the controller configuration I can't get it to match the actual ones from the original release, like on PlayStation,
Yep.
because there's like 3 or 4 button mapping and like 4 buttons, let's say, but for this release, there's only 3 things I can map, 3 buttons to map to. So
Yep.
it's some weird stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, when I get to it, I'll deal with it.
Well,
I don't
speaking of old
remember.
games, uh-huh.
No, so I don't remember if the remakes updated the controls at all. So I know like RE1 and 2 were very like tank controls, what we call what everyone called it. You just felt like
So
you're moving a
yes,
tank.
yes, and I don't mind that. Like I played remake 1 with tank controls. I
Mm-hmm.
know in the latest releases they added like the other control method, like per screen directional
Right,
movement
yeah.
method,
Mm,
but I am probably still gonna stick with tank controls to play those.
mm. Yeah, the tank controls, you just have to get used to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, so no, I was saying like speaking of old games, um, so just earlier in the day, I was playing the 3D Castlevania on PS3.
You gotta stop saying the old Castlevania games when those aren't
Wait,
the latest ones.
what's that one called again? I forgot what the name is. The 3D one. There's two of them.
Yeah,
I
crap,
we
I
talked
don't
about this in the
remember.
past, but like so
Yeah, because you talked about that before, and I also got pissed.
no,
Like, what do
no,
you
no,
mean the
no.
old
So
Castlevania
so I
games?
so I played the so I played the first 3D one.
Yep.
That was fun. And then I remember you saying like there was one that people didn't really like, and then but you
Yeah,
forgot if it
the
was the
follow
first
up.
one or the second one. And then just a couple of hours ago, I was playing the second one.
Hmm.
Again, I forgot what the name is, but you play the character because the first one you play a vampire hunter, right? And then the second
Yep.
one you play an actual vampire.
You play as Dracula.
Yeah. So the second one I think is the one that is the bad one.
Yes,
Cause
people don't like that
yeah,
one.
because I played like I don't know, maybe 30 minutes of it, 35 minutes of it, and I already don't like it.
I I remember people complaining because it's like, oh, your play is Dracula, and then you have you have stealth sections. People are like, the fuck are you doing? You're Dracula. You're fucking Dracula. Why do you have to stealth?
Yep, like it doesn't make sense. So like I played that and I'm like, yeah, that's not the one. Like that's probably the one you were talking about. So yeah, I was playing a little bit of that, but
There's also a DS game, a 3DS or a DS game
yeah,
that's part of
I kind of want to
that
get back
offshoot.
into Castlevania in anticipation of the new one coming out, the 2D one.
I thought you weren't
You
into that
should
one.
play.
Yeah, no,
No, so
I'm gonna play it. I am a Castlevania fan, kind of.
so the Castlevanias that you should actually play would be, I don't know if you have access to it.
Uh-huh.
Symphony of the Night is probably the closest thing that you
Is that
should play.
PS3?
That is
PS1?
PS1,
Yeah.
but you
Whoa,
might be able to access it with Game Pass. I don't know.
really?
There's also the Game Boy or the Advance Collection,
Yes.
Castlevania Advance Collection,
Yeah.
that is also in line with the Symphony of the Night.
Wait,
And honestly, hmm?
is that one accessible through Switch?
I have. You can buy that on Switch. Yes. There's
Okay.
also the DS Collection,
Yeah.
which is also in line with those. So basically, Castlevania, the original Castlevania, were like old school difficulty,
Mhm.
side scrolling, one direction. It's like very linear
Yeah.
up until Symphony of the Night. And Symphony of the Night started turning into basically a Metroid type thing with
Yeah.
RPG elements.
Yeah.
And it was that through Game Boy Advance and also through DS. So that set of games kind of play that
I
specific way.
think I played the Game Boy Advance one.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a
Because
kid.
for me, my exposure to Castlevania is
Yeah.
like 90% those ones. I played through basically all the GBA ones, maybe at least 3+ times, and the DS ones I've played like twice, all of them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
The original Game Boy also had a Castlevania, right?
yes, but I think those were more of the original Castlevania
Yeah.
style.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay. And
Yeah,
those ones
it's
you yeah, or those the
like
ones
I
that you
would say
played?
check.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Who's the main character in those?
They're always different.
Okay. Wait, why is it
So
always different?
they just skip around the timeline. So, Symphony of the Night, you play as Alucard,
Yeah.
and then the first GBA one is not even a Belmont, Nathan something.
Is
The
Alucard a
second
Belmont?
one, no, Alucard is Dracula's son.
Okay. Okay.
and then the third. So the last one is basically Dracula reincarnated, something like that.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So Soma Cruz, and he's also the lead for the first DS one.
Yep.
And but yeah, like it's they just kind of skip around characters and timeline all the time. So yeah.
Why does Dracula's son want to kill him?
Oh, that's been a thing. So from what I remember, it's because Dracula had a son with a human,
Yeah,
basically. And when and I believe she died because of people hating Dracula,
yep, yep,
right?
yep.
So and then she basically told Alucard, it's like, hey, don't hate humans, whatever. But at that event was also why Dracula started hating people.
Huh.
So it's sort of
Okay.
a split there.
Interesting. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
in
yeah.
the
So,
show. If you watch
It's in
in
the
the
anime.
anime, yeah, on the Netflix anime, it's they talk about it real quick. She actually tells Alucard and Dracula not to hate humans, but unfortunately, Dracula can't hold that anger in and ends up like bringing like the world into like some deep darkness or whatever, and that kind of stems out from there, which is actually really cool. Especially
does the
the
anime
anime.
does the anime follow the game lore?
I would say somewhat. The game lore isn't like that extensive, not like that detailed, I don't
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
So I think it hits on a lot of the major points. But it's also like earlier in the series. I think it's like Castlevania 3 or something, right? That's
yep,
the
yep.
Trevor
Yeah,
Belmont
yeah,
set.
yeah.
So
There's
Belmonts
Belmonts
are
in there and
vampire
stuff.
hunters, right? They're the Belmonts are vampire
yes,
hunters. Yeah.
yes. I believe the first 3D game that you played,
Mm-hmm.
that character was a Belmont. But again, that is sort of its own timeline,
Yeah,
its
yeah.
own separate thing. But the original games mostly starred Belmonts up until again before Symphony of the Night. Basically, all of them are Belmonts.
Sure,
Yep.
sure, sure.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
which is
gonna go
pretty
see if I
cool.
can find the older ones.
Hopefully the new one should be pretty good too. I think that's also Belmont. I just forgot who it
That's what
was.
everybody's
I think so.
assuming. Yeah.
You should play the old Castlevania games and get angry at those.
I kind of do want to just try it for like. I'm not gonna play it in depth, but I do want to try it.
So you should be able to find most of the 2D ones on Steam
Mm-hmm.
or Switch. Again, the only one that you're going to be missing through that method is the is Symphony of the Night. So I am kind of annoyed that they haven't re-released it on current platforms. Not that I know of,
Symphony of the Night was
but
probably
Huh.
one of
it's what
the
it is.
most fun
It's
Castlevanias I've
the
had.
one,
Yeah, it's like
right?
the
Like
game.
I know they redid the dub too. And people are like, "Why would you redo the dub? It's one of the defining features of the
Yeah,
original."
it was so good because I remember playing through it, and then when you get your mist form or whatever, you can kind of cheese like the heavy knights by
Uh-huh.
misting
Uh-huh,
through them and
uh-huh.
killing them and just getting like a ton of exp and stuff. Yeah, that was always that was a good time. Which I think a lot of people are very excited for Belmont's Curse, the new one, because it's very Symphony of the Night kind of inspired, that kind of fighting and whatever. So uh, hopefully it's good because I too would like to play it. But it is, I believe it is a Belmont. It's like a female Belmont. I don't know like where or who she is. Could be like I don't know. At this point, they could say whatever they want. Dude,
Yeah, they would just say whatever the
yeah,
fuck,
there's
man.
really no realistic lore behind Castlevania. I feel like there's some bits, i.e., like the beginning, and then everything else just kind of gets thrown in, and they can do whatever the fuck they want. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, they started doing like brand new characters, like, oh yeah, it's like a branch family, or like, oh, we got this one vampire hunting weapon
Yeah,
or whatnot. So it's at a certain point, no, it doesn't matter. Like Order of
yeah,
Ecclesia, like barely has anything any attachment to the previous ones, right?
yeah. So
I don't think Symphony of the Night is in Switch at all. There's
Yeah, I don't
Castlevania.
no, it's not
Yeah,
on Switch. I just don't know
yeah,
like
and
if you have Game Pass, I don't
mhm.
know if you want to check there. Uh PS5 might also have
Oh,
that.
that's right. I should check that. Yeah.
Yeah, you should
Because
check
they have
PS5.
Castlevania 1, 2, 3, 4, Castlevania the
Yep.
Adventure, and then 2 Belmont's Revenge, Bloodline, and then Kid
Hmm.
Dracula, whatever that is, History of Castlevania. But that's a book. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Bloodlines might be one of the better ones if you want to try the old school style.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think that's one of the later ones.
So
Okay.
I'm actually looking here. Someone on one of the wikis, they actually put Castlevania series in a fictional chronological order. Belmont's
Hmm.
Curse is actually slotted in as 1499. That's when it takes
Okay.
place. Symphony of the
Hmm.
Night takes place 1797.
Hmm.
Aria of Sorrow 2035. Dawn of Sorrow 2036. Bloodlines
Yep.
1917. Castlevania, the 1999 video game, takes place in 1852. Belmont's Revenge takes place in 1591. The earliest game, which I think was actually a decently
It's a
recent
PS2
game,
game, right?
yeah. Um,
It's
have you,
Lament.
yeah, Lament of Innocence. Yeah, it takes place in
Yeah.
1094. I think that's kind of cool. There's
Whoa.
actually a chronological series. I mean, a
Yeah.
chronological, what is it? A timeline to the
Yeah.
games, I guess.
Yeah, like they do have the whole timeline because like the Dracula thing is like the whole chronology.
Yeah.
Like they can do a lot because he can span so many
Yeah,
generations,
yeah,
basically, right? But it's like
exactly.
they kind of just pepper it in there. When does Order of Ecclesia take place?
Order of Ecclesia takes place in 1800s.
Really?
Literally just
Okay.
1800. Before three
Okay.
3 years after Symphony of the Night.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
And then 30 years after that, Circle of the Moon takes place, which I
Hmm.
believe that is the Nathan
That's the
one.
first GBC one. Yep,
Yeah, the
that's the
GBC
Nathan
one,
one.
yeah. And then after that, it's Legacy of Darkness, and that kind of keeps going on and stuff. So, uh, very interesting, I
So
guess.
the latest in chronology is the
Dawn
Area of
of,
Sorrow and Dawn of
Dawn of
Sorrow,
Sorrow,
right?
yeah. They're like 2035 and
Yeah,
2036, which I guess
yeah,
makes sense considering how the graphics are a bit more different, I guess. But
yeah.
yeah, but pretty cool. Can't. I actually did not know there was this order. So it's kind of actually
Oh
really
yeah,
neat.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I don't look
yeah,
into too much Castlevania stuff, so it would have
yeah.
never
I think
occurred
the
to me.
Castlevania lore is fun because it spans so much and like characters come and go just because of age and whatnot.
Hmm.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Uh, just gonna talk about some stuff that happened during the week before and this weekend, whatever. There's something that we were talking about actually, like, was it yesterday or something? We're talking about cloud gaming and stuff. So recently there's been an article about how Microsoft hints at a new game box, not game box, holy crap, a new Xbox Game Pass. It's called Triton or Triton or whatever. That's the code name, and apparently that is gonna be focused on cloud gaming that focuses on first party Xbox games. And I don't know if that means that they will, let's say it comes out. I don't know if that means that they will no longer put first party Xbox games on the original Game Pass, and that's just going to be older games. And this one here is only going to be specifically for first party Xbox games, also on cloud gaming, which you won't even get to own on your own Xbox, which I think it's kind of weird. But that's what the article essentially said. There's also another part that was leaked out. It's called Duet, and apparently Duet could be something with Netflix integration with Xbox. So that part was kind of weird.
Okay.
So, like, I guess it's kind of like, are you going to tell me that you're going to be able to play an Xbox game and have Netflix in the right hand corner? Like a picture in picture, so you can watch your Netflix and play your game at the same time. But
Well, are you sure it's not like Netflix is just part of the bundle? Like when you get what do you
uh,
call this?
in that article, they didn't say too much. They just pulled out two different code names, and that was that.
Okay.
And then it was just like one. It was more like a leak. And then they were just saying like Duet could be something to do with Netflix integration. Obviously, nothing confirmed. But the Xbox Gaming Tier Pass slash cloud gaming was more so confirmed that it's going to be like for first party Xbox games and all that. I don't know how I feel truly about that, but Hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know if you're including that in this news, but like there was a recent thing where the new Xbox head basically said, "Yeah, Xbox Game Pass is too expensive."
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I know
That's part of the thing.
she mentioned that, but I don't know
Yeah.
if that's
So,
part of this.
but
Hmm.
basically, what I've been reading other people say is like what this could mean is that they start breaking down the features, and then it might just be more of a la carte or like a you can get more features if you pay more, like you as a
Mm.
more selective thing.
Hmm.
So in my mind, what's going to happen is that if you want the full feature set, you're still going to be paying what you want now. Like I don't really see them like scaling back the pricing
No.
with the current features. Um, but like you would be able to choose more. So as a part of what you're saying here, like I'm seeing that stuff being, some of the functions that you can select as part of this, right? Like if
Hmm.
you want first party stuff, that is maybe the base fee or whatnot, and that is just things you slot in.
Right. And I think that would be an okay idea. But I just feel like, I don't know, at the end of the day, like, I still feel like they kind of shot themselves in the foot with the whole price change and all that stuff. And I feel like a lot of people are still extremely bitter about how they were treated. And I don't know if this is the thing that will bring them back. Do you know what I mean? Like, you say first party Xbox games. I say, what are you talking about? Like, you have no Xbox first party games, like first party Xbox games. Like, unless you're gonna tell me you're gonna transition into. I mean, I know you're transitioning into PC, but are you gonna be able to tell me that if I buy into your example, $59.99 a month, cloud gaming slash Xbox Game Pass slash PC Game Pass or whatever, that when, like, let's say Marvel's Wolverine comes out, I'm gonna be able to play that game like day one without buying it. Like, are you gonna
No,
be able
that's
to
not
say
that's not
that?
Xbox. You're probably
Oh, my
looking
bad. I'm
at like
sorry.
a Halo. Let's say
Oh,
let's say a
Halo,
Halo, new Halo
Halo,
game,
right?
right?
Like, yeah. So you're gonna tell me that I'm gonna be playing, but that's it though. Like you just said, like, there's no, like, you're not including like all the other, like, any other game. It's just first party Xbox games. And at this point, like, what game are you talking about, right?
Bethesda's game.
I mean, you're not
Yeah, no,
wrong. Yeah.
the
Mm-hmm.
thing is like because of the amount of acquisitions Microsoft's made, like that actually is a pretty broad range at this point. Like it's not like depending on how they want to say first party, like
Mm-hmm.
Activision is now first party,
Right.
right?
Right.
You have your Bethesda, you have all these other studios. Like it's substantial. I would see, but I'm not a Game Pass subscriber, so it's not really gonna do anything for me anyway. But Jackie, would you have anything to say about?
Well, no, well, I'm streaming service, I guess. Like streaming from your Xbox or using a PC to stream Xbox games. Like it's the same thing, right?
Maybe, I'm not sure. They haven't really gone
Yeah.
deep into what that means for like cloud
Cuz the
gaming.
cuz essentially that just means cuz Xbox first party games are essentially just like Microsoft first party games, which is the same thing as like a PC Game Pass right now. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's why for me it's like it's a little bit weird because Game Pass already has that, right?
I
So
think this is what I think
I
they
don't
should
know.
do. They should just go back to how they were like before. Just have this one Game Pass thing that covers everything and just charge one price for it that's reasonable. And don't separate it out into like different tiers. That's just what I think.
I think I think the hard part about that is that the actual like for consumer the price
Mhm.
proposition of Game Pass is good. I just don't think it makes business sense for the company in a long term
Yeah.
for them to keep it at this price because I don't think they're actually making money off of it.
Well,
Like
how
I
much?
don't think
Wait, what
they're
do you mean?
getting what they need out of it. No, because
How
it's
much is it
such
right
a
now?
good deal.
Yeah.
Like for consumers, it's great,
Yeah.
but for Microsoft, I think they look at it as like a loss leader
No, but
more than
didn't
anything.
the CEO of Microsoft or the gaming division head just recently say that she thought Game Pass was too expensive or something like that?
That was the
it's
Xbox
too
CEO.
expensive. The thing is,
Yeah.
like, I think it's too expensive for
Yeah.
consumers
Yeah.
already, right? But
How much is
to
it right
make it
now?
worth their Jackie, I feel like you should tell us. As a Game Pass subscriber, I feel like you should be the one telling us.
No, I need to know how much it is.
You
I need to
But
know how much it is.
check your bill.
I mean
Check your
the
bill.
I mean the thing is, like, you're from my reading of it
Yeah.
is that it is too expensive for consumers,
I
for
think
a
it's
lot of
around
consumers to have
$20.
that.
I think it's around $20.
Sure.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think it's enough for them to keep running it indefinitely.
No, so
Like, I
far I'm liking Game Pass a lot, and I do plan to keep it long term. So yeah,
yes.
because like I mean I appreciate like so sometimes they have day one releases, right? Like Replaced was a day one release, they got it. And obviously all the Bethesda games that I like playing, obviously those are day one releases. But some of the higher tier AAA games, I think in the past Game Pass was a lot better in day oneing those, but now we're not really seeing any of those. Like we're seeing the more indie games having a day one release on Game Pass, but not like the AAA ones that Microsoft doesn't own. So, but I still enjoy it because over time they'll put some games, some AAA games up that's been out for like a year or so. So I still appreciate that. I think it's good value.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like, again, for you, I
yeah.
think Game Pass is the perfect product because you like to jump between games so much, and also they have a pretty strong back catalog that you can always jump back to.
Yeah.
Like, for you, definitely. Like, Game Pass is a no-brainer. But for a lot of other people who stick with games long term, I just don't know how much use that is for them, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Like I
just
mean,
quickly,
yeah.
go
Yeah.
ahead.
No. Continue.
No, I was just say, just going through this article here. Yeah, so the new Triton or Triton or whatever
So
do you want to pronounce it?
Triton, yeah, yeah.
Triton.
Mhm.
It is going to be essentially a Game Pass tier focused on first party Xbox games. This includes titles like Doom, Halo, Hellblade, State of Decay, and more. Cloud gaming is something that's related to both, but something that they haven't really explored yet. But just quickly going back to your pricing, it's $29.99 Ultimate Game Pass for US. That's what you're paying. And is it
Okay.
expensive? I feel like technically yes, and technically no. As we talked in the past, it is the perfect thing for you, Jackie, because you do jump around games a lot and whatever. But for people who, like myself or Lawrence, who don't play like every single game for 10 minutes at a time, yeah, to me it's a waste of money because I'll never play any of those games. And by the time I get the time to go
Mhm.
into that game, it'll be like, oh, you got one day left. The next month games are rolling over, and I'll be like, well, fuck me then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't get too attached. Like if they roll over, like they roll over. But with Game Pass, I can say there would have been a lot of games that I wouldn't have played if it wasn't for Game Pass. Like Rogue Trader is like perfect one, right? I'm a
Mm-hmm.
Warhammer fan, but that's not a game I would buy because it's old and it doesn't have like the graphical elements that I prefer in what a normal game should have. So that wouldn't be a game that I would buy. But because it's free, it's on Game Pass, I play it. It's a very enjoyable game. But like I said, it's still not a game that I would buy because it doesn't have ray tracing. Yeah, yeah. So
So
I
I was just
appreciate
gonna
it.
go back to
Hmm.
the cloud gaming thing. So do you know if this is a service for PCs? It just seems a little weird for it to be like a console Xbox
No,
thing,
it
like
sounds
cloud
like.
gaming.
Sorry, go ahead.
Because for me, cloud gaming, a lot of cloud gaming is better for when you don't have a system that can run the software, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why for me, it's like if you do it for PCs, let's say, that makes sense because different builds of PCs, people can play on older PCs, whatever. But on Xbox, if you're playing already on your box, you can just get the actual game. Like, let's say you have Game Pass, you can already play those games.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense to me if you play that using cloud gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you also have like the ROG Ally stuff, so they can do, you know, remote play, but yeah, I don't see that being a strong enough thing for them to have a separate tier of service just for that.
Mm-hmm. I think it doesn't really state what they're really aiming for. I think because it's Microsoft, they are tacking on their RG Ally and all that stuff, or whatever they have. But it does sound like they are talking about cloud gaming on the Xbox as well as like on the PC. Even though I understand I understand like where you're coming from. Like, why is that? Why would you need to do that when you can buy the game and whatever, right? But I guess if you purchase whatever pass they have or however it works, you get access to the entire library of I don't know, I don't know how it's working. um and even as I'm talking right now, I'm getting more confused myself, and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck. I can't even make
Yeah,
this
like
sound
yeah,
okay anymore.
because in my mind, you can sort of sell it as like, oh, you don't have to download the games because you're streaming it, right? But at a
Hmm.
certain point, if you're streaming it, you're already consuming a lot of bandwidth just to stream. So I don't doesn't really make sense to me. But again, like
Yeah.
uh, if it's there, it's there.
No, I mean, and yeah, I mean, it could be more focused on not the Xbox itself, but like the PCs and all that stuff, where you can kind of stream all those games. But I guess time will tell to see what exactly it's going to be doing.
Oh, actually, I'm thinking like I think it would help for something that's like backwards compatibility,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
If they're throwing on like the old Xbox games in, then that makes sense because it might not like I don't know what the backward compatibility situation is at this point, but let's say you have I don't know, original Halo from the first Xbox, right?
Right.
If that's part of their streaming library, then okay, sure, that's something that you might not be able to get currently,
Hmm.
in their current download library. So maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. I think it'll time will tell, and I feel like this year would be the year to see if cloud gaming is gonna take everyone by storm, and that's gonna be the regular, considering with all the RAM and hard drive and
Oh
uh,
God.
graphic card issues and all that stuff, right? I think it's gonna be hard pressed for people to kind of get into the gaming scene with PCs, because no one's gonna buy like a $10,000 PC and play Minesweeper on it or something like that. So, so
I'm gonna have to cloud game like play
cloud grade
Minesweeper on the cloud
Minesweeper,
because I
yeah.
can't run out of my PC.
Hey,
Oh
this
my
is too
God!
this is too
Imagine.
graphically insane.
Uh, that would be the worst timeline.
Right. Oh man. So I know, Jackie, you were talking about you were playing Pragmata earlier. So I think I mentioned this before too. Pragmata and Resident Evil Requiem are currently both leading the early talks of Game of the Year. And since that, obviously, we haven't played RE9. I've seen a lot of it, but haven't played it. But you played Pragmata a little bit. Like, what do you think? Do you think it's right? People are saying it's Game of the Year, or you think people are jumping to conclusions and it's actually bullshit? What do you think?
So I played it for 1 hour, 1 hour
Mm-hmm.
and a half, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Graphics are incredible. The storyline so far, I think, has been okay. It's easy to follow. There are elements that I like and don't like about the game, but playing through the game for as much as I did, I don't think it's Game of the Year material. I do think if it's between Resident Evil 9 and Pragmata, I
Mm-hmm.
haven't played Resident Evil 9, but just watching people play and watching people
Mm-hmm.
stream it, I believe that's more. If it's only between those two games, I believe the
Mm-hmm.
winner's gonna go to Resident Evil 9.
Interesting. I know you mentioned you
Because
had some issues with Pragmata. Like, what were they? I know
yep.
you said you didn't want to talk about them until
Yeah.
today. Like, what are they?
So what I like about Pragmata is that it's a very different type of gameplay where you're actually needing to control two players at the same time. So you I don't know if you guys watch any gameplay, but so you're playing as the dude, and you have an android girl who hacks stuff for you, and as you're shooting away at the enemy, you also need to control the girl to do the hacking. And because
Mm,
if you don't hack your enemies, because your enemies are also androids, then your damage does is very limited. So you would shoot them like once or twice to maybe slow them down, then you would quickly go back to the hack. But the hack is not actually that easy because it requires you to follow a certain pattern of button mashing on your controller. And if you screw up, you have to start all over. But if you screw up, the enemy essentially is like already attacking you or hitting you. So you have to do it really quickly. You have to do it in a certain way. And then after hacking the enemy, you need to go back to shooting, dodging, and then go back to hacking again, shooting, dodging, going back to hacking. So it's constantly going back and forth. So I don't think I've played a game like that before. So for me, that's pretty new and it's pretty neat. And I think that for me is refreshing. So I like that part, and it's non-stop. Essentially, you're always busy doing something, which I like because you're not, I don't like games where you're not really doing anything. So that's what I like about the game.
mhm,
The But there's good and bad to the gameplay, right? What I don't like about the gameplay is I mean, the guns, you can't really manually reload them. It like you finish your whole cartridge and you have to wait for it to kind of regenerate. I've only found
mm,
3 guns, but all 3 of them are like that.
mhm,
So the timing, at least for me, because I'm used to just like playing Call of Duty style games where you can just reload. So timing wise, it kind of throws me off because after I've emptied my cartridge or like empty half my cartridge while the thing is being hacked, I try to reload, but it doesn't. So I need to wait for the gun to reload itself. Yeah. That kind of creates like a little timing thing for me that I'm not liking. The environment of the game, like even though the game has really good graphics, it's a very empty environment. And I know the settings like the moon and stuff like that, but
mhm.
it kind of reminds me of what's that Tokyo Ghost game, Ghostwire or whatever.
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo. So it's like an empty street, and you're only fighting against like ghosts and spirits or something like that. So it's very similar in the sense where you're just walking around in a moon base. I don't know if you actually are able to go anywhere outside of the moon base, but you just kind of walk around the moon base. It's not that big. There's some buildings for you to kind of jump around on, but that's pretty much it. So like the graphical, like the environment, I don't really like, and I think that's one of the reasons why it's not going to get Game of the Year because I watching the environments in Resident Evil 9, they look a lot better in my opinion. Uh, The but yeah, like so but another really neat aspect of Pragmata is you get your little home base where you can build stuff or 3D print stuff for the android girl, which is kind of weird because it's an android, so why does it need to be entertained? So yeah, it's an android that's very human like, but I don't that part I don't really understand. Um but yeah, like the shelter part is neat, and you take a tram around the moon base to get to places you need to do your missions. Environment itself to me is very small. That's one thing I don't like, but I like the fighting aspect of the game. That's yeah. But a lot of the different stages look the same. So, but like I said, I know it's a moon base and things and everything there is like 3D printed and shit, but a lot of the environments just look very similar with just like rearrange of where things are. So the color scale and all that they're very similar.
Well, I
Yep.
mean, like you said, they're in a moon base, so
Yeah.
unless you like get off the moon, I feel like the whole setting's
I
gonna
don't
look very metallic
yeah.
or very
I'm
metal
curious
like.
if at some point they're gonna have something beyond the moon, but maybe not.
No, I feel like The problem you're having with the visuals, I think it's very common for a lot of the games that's similar in setting. Because
Yeah,
I'm thinking about some games like Vanquish, Piano 3, um, some other stuff that's very sci-fi.
yeah,
It's like very flat white corridors a lot of times, like very
yeah,
clean
yeah, yeah, yeah.
areas, and
Exactly, exactly.
typically speaking, a lot of those are just kind of variations of
Yeah,
that, right? Like you
yeah,
go to a little bit more populated corridors where you're like,
yes,
you might have some trees for interior decor, but by and large, a lot of those would look
yeah.
kind of like
I
this.
think the only thing that looks like really really cool is actually your own settlement, like your own little like because you have like your own little base there where you keep
Mhm.
all your equipment and stuff like that. That place is really neat because it has a 3D printing place. It has and there's an area where you build the toys for the android. There's an area where it's like a help desk where you walk over, you can see all the enemy robots you fought. Yeah, so that part is pretty neat. But I'm still very early in the game, so I haven't seen like what it actually has to offer completely. So but based
Mhm.
off of the 1 hour gameplay, like I think it's a good game. I think I'm gonna make an effort to finish it, but but if it's getting repetitive, like if the stages look too similar or whatnot, then I'm just gonna quit. But we'll see.
Well, the whole story is, from what I can tell, at least from just vaguely seeing minor clips and stuff, is obviously you have your mission, but the real like kicker of the whole thing is you, as the main character, are trying to build a relationship with the AI, and that becomes a father-daughter relationship. Like that's
Yeah,
the moral of what
yeah,
that is.
pretty much. Yeah, I totally can see that.
All right. And then obviously I don't know the ending and I haven't seen the ending or
Yeah.
anything like that, but a lot of people are kind of saying that it's a very beautiful build up to whatever they want to do at the end. There's a lot of
Yep.
cute
Yep.
moments. Like I saw some clips where if you give Diane or Diana, I don't remember.
Diana. Diana.
Diana, if you give her like a water gun, she
Mhm.
like there's a little animation where she's like on the floor and she's like pretending to be like some spy and then shoots you with the water gun. Like everyone's like, "Oh my god, that's so cute!" And I mean, I don't
Yeah. No,
disagree.
she'll
It's
do that.
very
Like,
cute, right?
yeah, like she'll also like throw a basketball at you too.
Yeah, like there's these little
Yeah.
cute kind of
Yeah.
nuances that
Yeah.
they added in to kind of play at your heartstrings, which
Yeah.
why I feel like at the end of the game something is gonna
Mhm.
happen and everyone's gonna be like heartbroken about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like just you
Yeah,
know
totally.
I mean, okay, to be fair, Capcom could do the right thing and make a really happy ending. But there's also a part of me that feels like they're just gonna fuck with you and just do
Yeah.
something ridiculous.
Yep.
I've played Eco. I've played Shadow of the Colossus.
um,
Mhm.
yeah, apparently people are also putting this game in a genre called sad dad. So I don't know if that helps with anything,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
Usually games like that will have a pretty predictable ending though. I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll read the ending or whatever, but I'll probably read the ending
Mhm.
eventually. But
I'm curious. Is Last of Us considered a sad dad game
how he dies
Uh
in like fucking the beginning of the
in the
game.
second one?
Yeah.
well, I mean a lot yeah, like I mean I would consider it like I would like it's disappointing for the Joel fans, but there's reasons that she killed them too. And I think
Well, I'm talking about the first game, not the second game,
okay.
because the first game is mostly about him,
Well, no, the first
or
game
like he's
you're
the
talking about the scene where his actual daughter got shot.
well, he's a sad dad,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no, totally, totally. Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, yeah, sad dad.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Totally. But if you do it in
anyway,
that early
whatever.
in the game, you're not that connected to the character. People will be like, "Oh,"
Hmm.
but they're not going to be too upset.
No, you would forget about it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Last of Us is different. Quickly, just speaking upon RE9, I think the game has potential to be game of the year. it just sucks because I said this yesterday that I don't think it matters at all because once GTA 6 comes out, every other game
Yep.
is just gonna disappear from that talk. Like it's gonna be GTA 6 game of the year. No one's gonna talk. And no one's gonna disagree with it.
Is GTA 6 coming out this year?
November,
Like
yeah.
confirmed?
I believe so.
Yeah, currently it is confirmed for November. I forgot which day, but one of the days.
Okay,
in November.
we'll see.
Oh,
We'll see.
especially in November when it's so close, like
Yeah.
before Game of the Year talks,
19.
it's going to be in everyone's mind.
November 19th.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like,
it's coming out on PS5.
No chance for any other game.
And Xbox.
Unless that game like majorly fumbles.
Wait, did you say it's coming
Right.
out on Xbox?
Yeah, PS5 and Xbox Series X and S.
Oh, I thought it was a PS5 exclusive for a year.
No. Not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But going back to what you were saying, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they majorly fumble, no chance for any other game to get most of the Game of the Year wins, I guess.
Yeah, there's no way. I 100% agree. Like unless the game is complete dog water, there's no way they're not going to take home Game of the Year. Now, speaking of GTA 6, I read this last week and I don't quite remember it like word for word, but in GTA 6 there's going to be world destruction. So you're going to be able to break things. I don't know.
Shit.
I don't know if this includes like super big high rises or specific housing. I don't know, but they said you're going to be able to destroy things. And these things are going to be fixed by the NPCs in the game. Like, so I assume, just based off of, assumption, you're going to see if you break like a condo, eventually you'll see construction workers, fire trucks, all that stuff fixing it. How long it takes, I have no clue. But the cool thing is that they were saying is that the game, i.e. the NPCs, will remember that you broke this in the first place. And I don't know if that's going to change the dynamic of how NPCs will treat you in a specific area or something like that.
So they have something similar in Red Dead Redemption 2, where the NPCs will fix things and the NPC will remember you if you shit on them. So yeah, I think it'll and obviously they probably improved a lot on this system for GTA 6. So I think it's going to be even more remarkable.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
I think the main difference is the scale, just because from what I remember of Red Dead 1, like the settlements are pretty sparse, right?
Yeah.
Which is right for the setting, but
Yeah.
if you're talking about GTA Metropolis style, like huge cities, lots of buildings, and you do that for every single building, that's kind of nuts. Like in my mind, I'm thinking Red Faction Armageddon style, like you can go around just collapsing buildings left and right.
Right.
But in terms of like GTA scale and concentration of buildings, that would be crazy.
Yes.
It would be. And I don't know. I think I think it'll be wild to come load back into a game and then the NPC's like, "Hey, you fucker!" Start telling you how you destroyed the condo from last time. You're like, "Oh, my bad. I'm sorry." But
no, you know what they actually should do in GTA. Like, if you get arrested, they actually let you play in the prison. Like, you do shit in the prison, because
that'd be cool.
I feel like you know what I mean, right? Like, like you wake up and you gotta so you either break out or you figure out a way to break out, or like somebody, or like you just wait, or you just pass your sentencing time and then you get released and you just live like the prison life in GTA. That would be really cool. That would be really cool.
It'd be very cool.
Because normally you just get arrested and then you just like and then you just get released, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
You commit like mass murder, and they're like, "Here, we took like $500 off you. Took your guns here."
No, like it would be awesome. Like like you actually get like if you get the death sentence, you need to stay there for life, and you need to figure out how to get out of prison. Right? That's totally different gaming dynamics.
That'd be really cool, but we'll have to see. I don't know.
That would be cool. I just don't see it for the narrative, like how narrative heavy they typically are. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah,
like again, it would be really cool.
It would be, and then like just think about it, right? Like playing your own little GTA game in the prison. and then you make it very intricate.
It just look when you tell me that, I'm just thinking Bethesda,
Bethesda.
and not Rockstar.
Yeah, they could. Yep.
So also, there's a viral claim going around for GTA 6 that's saying it could take up about 700 gigabytes of space. It's fucked. It's insane.
That's fun.
Almost
That
a
is-
terabyte.
Well, I think it depends on uh like resolution, like 4K textures and stuff.
Yeah.
I think if it's an optional download for that, I can see that happening. Uh, but like their base game cannot be 700.
No, that'd be insane.
Like I think it like 200 would be asking a lot,
Yeah.
right? But I can see that happening. 700, no. Even consoles, I don't think can deal with that kind of installs at this point. Like,
COD.
are people going to do it? Like, you're gonna uninstall most of your library just to install this one single game.
I'm only buying a PS5
think-
Pro for this.
Yeah, like the thing is, like, I think Rockstar would believe they can get away with it.
Oh, 100%.
But
100%.
I just realistically, that's such a rough thing to ask people.
100%. Like, if you currently have a PS5, you're gonna be uninstalling so much shit just to play GTA 6, unless you buy a brand new PS5 Pro, clean slate.
Like the only thing that would hold them back is if there's something with the console makers that says you need to meet a certain maximum size requirement.
Right.
Because let's say Xbox, let's say the smallest size they have is a 500 gig model. I don't see them being able to do anything more than 500 gig for an install. Like that's just crazy.
That's true. You're right. So again, that's why it's a viral claim. I don't think it's actually 100%. But so another thing about GTA, I don't know if you guys saw, but apparently there was a hacker group that hacked Take-Two and all that stuff, and they're demanding 200K for like the information to not be released. And Rockstar and Take-Two's like, yeah, fuck off. And then they released it. And apparently the data leak was just, and again, I don't know at this point. Well, let me say the whole thing, and I'll throw in my opinion. But the data leak just showed how much money Rockstar and Take-Two were making with GTA and Red Dead Redemption. This part was a couple of days ago, and I don't know if it's still true. But when the market opened up for Take-Two, they were currently worth $38.03 billion of stocks, roughly trading at $202 per share. As the day went, when that leak came out, their stock jumped 2.6%, and to $206 per share, which added roughly like $1 billion to the company. So my take and like not really take, but my theory on this is like, was it really a hacker group, or was this like a pre-planned leak to just be like, oh, look guys, look how much fucking money we make, bitches, like suck it.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
You know what I'm saying? But if it wasn't, I think that's hilarious. Like, do you thank them? Do you be like, hey guys, thank you for boosting our company $1 billion? You know, we appreciate it. Like, I don't know.
It's just weird because like the sales data, or like, for that stuff, or income for those games, like people knew they were making bank anyway. Like,
100%.
What do you think you're getting from this? Like what
Yeah, I
It's
don't
so weird.
I don't understand what the whole premise of was for the hack. It's not like they were releasing personal information. They were releasing like money data, like how much money people were making. And you think that was going to be like a bad image to the company? They're probably like, hell, shit, that was sick. Thank you. Like, again, I don't know if this was the intention. Maybe it wasn't, and it just happened that way. But I think it's hilarious. And now, Take-Two's up $1 billion. I think it dropped back down a little bit, but I don't know at this point. What do you think of this, Jackie?
So I think, yeah.
I think I read a little bit about that. They made every single, I forgot how much the amount, but it's like every day they were making like millions or something like that. Like it was a substantial amount.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think I think there's a possibility what you said might be correct, but I think in another perspective, people generally don't like companies that make a lot of money, I guess. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Like maybe they're trying to generate like some hate or something.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like
yeah. It doesn't really bother
Rockstar,
me.
like GTA is
Yeah.
just such a specific thing where
Well,
people knew they were making
here's the thing.
so much
Like
money.
I want them to make money because if they don't make money, they're not going to make good games.
So I don't know if you read like part of the numbers that they came out is basically like, GTA Online makes so much more
Oh,
money
GTA Online
it's
alone makes
crazy.
$1 million a day.
yeah. Yeah,
Alone,
Crazy.
just
makes
yeah,
way more than Red Dead
yeah,
Online. So it just makes sense for them to just focus more on GTA.
yeah,
Like
Mm-hmm.
that's really one of the major takeaways. Like, yeah, GTA just makes them bank, like
yeah.
especially online, right? So I don't know if that means there's going to be less focus on Red Dead going forward, but whatever. Like they have enough money if they want to make another Red Dead, they can. Like
No, I doubt that. I feel
it
like there's
doesn't really
still.
matter.
I still think they're gonna make a Red Dead. I don't think they're not going to, but I definitely think GTA 6 was the main
Yep.
focus for the past, like,
Hmm.
was it 10 years? Like, is it 10 years? GTA 5 was 2013. Actually, it's been longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
That's like
longer.
two,
So
three console cycles now.
yeah,
Yeah.
so definitely. I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not looking forward to it because obviously I don't have a PS5. So I don't know how tempted I will be
Maybe
in
you should
picking
get one
one up.
before the price gets more expensive.
Nah, the price jumped. I think already. I think it was April something that they jumped. So
Oh,
I'm
really?
already behind
Well,
if I wanted to do that.
wasn't there
Well,
a rumor that they're probably going to push out the PC version in February?
Yeah, the rumor is a rumor, though. I mean, realistically, you really think they're gonna be able to, unless they're currently working and they have been working on the PC version as they're working along with the console version, which I doubt.
Yeah. Look, I think unless they have an exclusivity deal, it makes sense for them to try to push the PC version out sooner than later.
Right.
Because I think GTA Online worked for them because there's such a huge PC presence.
Oh, 100%. Like PC
Yeah,
GTA
like
Online was so
it
much
just makes
better.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like I don't like if they can, I think they would try to push it out like in February. Like I understand maybe like they're trying to get the console versions out first because those are easier to test for, and then just iron out the rest for the PC release.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I can see that happening.
No, for sure. I feel like if they show any inclination that they are confirmed that the PC version will release in like February, March, or something like that, I think at that point I will hold off and just wait for the PC version. But if you're gonna tell
Hmm.
me that I'm gonna wait like 2 years for it or something, I don't know, man. I feel like I'll probably buckle and play GTA 6 on the
Wow,
PS5.
wow.
I don't know,
Look,
man.
look, if they're gonna announce that, or if they're gonna release that in 3 months after their first release for
Hmm.
the console release,
Hmm.
do you think they're even gonna announce it until like 2 months after?
I don't know.
Get that console sales in first,
I
and then PC comes like,
oh,
oh guys, by the way, check Steam today.
oh man, I feel like as a consumer that would piss me the fuck off, but as a business decision, it'd be the right decision. It'd be so scummy, but it'd
Hmm.
be the perfect decision.
yeah.
You're right. I would not confirm a PC date until after the initial sales for console. I might even wait a month because you're still gonna get those
A hundred
sales.
percent,
And then maybe
a
after the
hundred
month,
percent.
you would probably announce the PC version, and you would get so much fucking hate on it. But I don't
Yep.
know. I think it would
People.
depend
I
on
mean, no.
how they
If they
feel.
people are still a lot of people are going to buy both copies. That's the thing.
Yep,
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like 100% people will buy
yep.
both copies.
Hmm.
Yeah, which again, which I mean works in their favor 100%, right? So,
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't know, man. I think I'll obviously I'll wait it out a little bit, but oh man. If it looks really good, I'll be so tempted.
You should do it.
Uh,
I'm gonna get a day one. I'm gonna get a day one for sure.
yeah, of course you have PS5. Of course you better get a day one. You better not be at
I would
work. No, I'm
also
kidding.
assume. I would also assume that if you get a PS5
Hmm.
for this, you
Hmm.
would want a pro version. Like I
Yeah.
don't
Hmm.
trust that the base version will be able to run it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll just have to run it on like a dumbed down graphics or something,
Yeah.
or performance mode. Yeah.
Especially if what you're saying is true about like the world destruction stuff. I just don't see the basic PlayStation being able to handle that.
I think they will optimize the graphics well enough so that it'll still maintain good frames, but it's definitely not gonna. You're definitely not running it in like, what do you call it, graphics mode. You're definitely running it in like performance mode where everything's dumbed down a little bit.
No, for sure. And that's something I'd rather not. And even then, like I just feel like because I probably won't even play the PS5 that often, it just irks me to even like buy it just for like the single game. I think eventually when it does come out, I think I'll probably just wait. I mean, it is what it is. It's not the biggest deal. But yeah.
You're just gonna go play a GTA 5 again.
I have GTA 5 at home, guys. So one last thing I kind of wanted to mention, it actually goes back to RE9 a little bit, actually. So I don't know if you saw that article about how Capcom took down some YouTube channel that had like a bunch of RE9 sexualized mods for Grace and a bunch of other stuff. And so I guess my thing is like, when do you, as like a game developer, like, do you think you actually have a right to step in and be like, yo, get that sexy shit off my game? Right now, let me add something else in here too. RE9 obviously has some sexual mods, while on the other side of the story, Crimson Desert, people added mods to like be able to create your own character, add faces, be male, female, all that stuff. People love it. It's not sexualized or anything technically, but you know, it's a good mod. Not saying that the other mods for RE9 aren't good, but they're just really there for gooning, right? So again, back to my question, it's like, when do you feel like, or even do you feel like developers should have a say in like how people mod their games? Because at the end of the day, if they're not making money from it, going back to what's his face making money off that VR mod, if people are just having it for free and people are downloading it, do you think developers really have a right to be like, hey, I don't want to see Grace fucking in a bikini or whatever the fuck mod that is, right? Like, well, what do you think, Jack?
So, yeah, Jackie.
Jackie,
Yeah,
what do you think?
if they're not making money, then I think it's fair game.
So you think they don't have a right to kind of be like, hey, take the shit off, kind of thing, right?
No, but no, because you're not making a profit. You're just sharing like what you created,
right,
to another person that owns the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you can fight. I think you can fight it in court, and you'll probably win.
I'm sure you'll probably win fighting in court. Yeah.
I didn't really read the article, but were they shutting down like or complaining about YouTube channels doing this?
Yeah, so pretty much there's been like a bunch of, there's been I think one specific YouTube channel that's been specifically showing that stuff.
Oh,
so for me, it's more like it's just the YouTube channels.
Hold on.
People who are creating the mods aren't the ones being targeted.
Hold on.
Right?
If it's a YouTube channel, then what is it like? Are they? But they're making money through ads, right? So it's copyright.
Yes or no?
But the thing is that they're in my mind, they're not the people making the mods, right? So the people making the mods I can see them being more targeted. But if it's a YouTube channel, I feel like that's more of a YouTube policy thing. Like if it's too graphic or too, nudity, whatever, then YouTube should step in and say, no, this shit's no good. It's weird for Capcom to come and do it. Because like you see people do mods for other games like Street Fighter, right, and all that. You have people do mods for costumes. It's just a little weird for them to do it for.
Okay, here. This is what the article title says: YouTube channel for adult-oriented Resident Evil mods nuked by Capcom. And and the first comment actually makes a really good point, saying how it's very interesting because Capcom isn't taking down the mods themselves, but only taking down a YouTube channel that spotlights these not safe for work mods. Yeah. So and that's weird. You know what I mean, right? Is that not weird?
I don't. It's that's the part where I'm like I'm a little bit confused.
Is that like a copy strike thing though, or is it just?
No, I think they just nuked it. I think they.
Or is it like a violation of use thing on the users?
I don't know if it's a violation of anything, honestly.
Then it's a copy strike.
because
Otherwise, like
um
because what grounds do you have
I
to take
guess,
down somebody
yeah,
else's?
I guess you could do it that way. Yeah, yeah, because it's like, oh, you're showing our game in a certain way that we're not condoning. I guess it would be in their power to say, hey, nope, don't do that shit.
right. I don't know. It's definitely a weirder take because I mean, there's Street Fighter nudity mods. They're all on YouTube, right? It's not like there isn't.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's some Red
like
Dead
literally,
Redemption
that's
ones.
why I was like, yeah, I'm like that. People do that. I've seen, I've seen people do really weird mods on Street Fighter, and I think it's up on the internet, just you know, easy to access, and also on YouTube, Reddit, whatever, like
Yeah,
whatever.
I guess it's more
That's why I'm
like
confused.
I guess it's more like some people are saying that like Capcom has this like where like, they don't tolerate it if they see it, but if they don't see it, they're like whatever. And maybe because this channel brought like a lot of attention to the mods, maybe they're like,
Oh,
okay, we got to step in and kind of, you know, we got to
I
step in and
guess.
do
Yeah.
something here, right? Because I mean, realistically, everyone knows where you can get the mods, right? You don't need to, you don't really
Yep.
need a YouTube channel to tell me where to get the mods from. Uh, but I think overall, it's just weird because it doesn't do anything to them. I don't think it gives them a negative image either. I don't know. I mean, it can't
Yeah.
be worse than like that one clip that I remember seeing where it was a Capcom tournament and someone forgot to turn off their Chun-Li's naked mod and it was
So
all right.
funny.
Like,
Oh my god, fucking idiot.
like you're gonna tell me that doesn't bring
Fucking
worse
idiot.
image? That's like that was at like a tournament, man. Like that wasn't on some random gameplay on some stupid guy's channel. That was a tournament. You're telling me nothing else is gonna happen there? I don't know. I just think personally like I feel like developers if they're not making money from the mod, I feel like developers honestly shouldn't have too much say on what people make and where it's being highlighted from. Like if we made a game and the female of the character that we made and people started gooning over it, who are we to be like, yo guys, stop gooning over her, you can't do that? I mean, it sounds like some like weird ass like possessiveness shit or something, right? I just feel like we just wouldn't have the ability to tell people to fuck off. We would just be like, oh, that's kind of weird, and then move on with our lives or something,
Yep.
right? Now, unless you're telling me now these mods are now earning revenue, okay, then yeah, we're gonna fucking sue or whatever,
Oh
right?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I just feel like if as a game dev, I feel like people are, especially if you're a popular game. I mean, like, shitty games, I don't think get mods or whatever. But if you're a popular game and people, take interest in your game, I feel like you should be happy that, people are doing like different mods for your game. I feel like it's kind of almost like a compliment, but kind of not. But I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was interesting that they nuked the channel right down.
Yep.
Oh man, you guys anything else for this week that you guys seen?
No.
No.
think I did.
Replaced. Want to talk about Replaced?
Yeah, I was gonna play the demo
Yeah.
of it, but then I decided
No,
not to.
I think you should because I think it's a game both of you will like. It's a 2D side scroller, action packed. The fighting, I normally don't like 2D games, but I have to say the fighting is pretty good. The fighting is pretty
Mhm.
good. Like there's like dodging mechanisms, parrying, and then there's like jump rolling, and yeah, and the puzzles. There's puzzles. The graphics are actually really good. They exceeded my expectations because when I'm playing the game, it feels like a movie.
Mm.
So, Dixon, will you actually go play the demo?
I
You think
I
you
do
will?
want to. It's just I just have to find
Uh,
a time to.
Just
But
play
that
like
was the
10 minutes of
goal.
it.
yeah, like I'm
No.
just
Yeah.
thinking if we can table this for when you actually play it.
Yeah, we can
We can
definitely
have
do
an actual
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
discussion for that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll take
Like
Jackie's glowing recommendation and try it out for
I definitely
sure.
think you'll like it. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, no, I
Then
remember
I
seeing
might
it.
give it a go too.
I'm
Yeah, I remember
about an
seeing
hour
it.
in the game. I'm about the hour in the game, so
Whoa, that's a long time for Jackie.
That's
I
like
think I
basically your full game time for
I think I'm
for a
gonna
lot of
finish it.
games.
I think because this game is finishable. It's like you're playing a movie. That's what's yeah.
I would love for this to turn out to be like a 40-hour game, and
Oh
Jackie be
no, it
like,
better
"This,
not be a 40-hour
holy
game.
shit!"
I think it's at most like an 8-hour game at most.
This is ridiculous. I've been playing this game for 9 hours straight.
The reason why I
Uh,
really like Space Marine 2 is because I finished it in like a week. I was so proud of myself because I haven't finished the game for like such a long time. It's I mean I can't even count on one hand the games I've finished. Space Marine 2 is one of them.
yeah, so if you guys are listening on YouTube, give us a follow. And if you guys aren't, just give us a follow on Spotify, and then we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.